Morning, Collector. How are you? How has your weekend been? All right. Let's settle in for a little more psychonauts, shall we? Busy weekend? Hope everything's been going smoothly for you, even if it has been busy. Alright, so let's finish the bullfight thing. That was Edgar. Helped out the Napoleon guy, helped out the actress. Hey, Sanguinoth, how are you? Saw you went live very early this morning and I missed out on it. Sorry about that. Attempting to sleep. Hope it went well for you. Appreciate you swinging in here. Let's see. Okay, so we should have everything we need then. What was the other thing? Didn't it say there was a third thing that I was supposed to have? Right, the face. What was the face? Hi, Durg, how are you? Scuffed anyway. Oh, yeah. Is starting out, or restarting in your case? Yeah, when I started, I kind of went into it planning that at least 2 weeks I wouldn't worry too much about growing, discoverability, any of that, just get everything working, you know what I mean? So, yeah, it's fine. You'll get it running. I mean, if I can get it running kind of halfway decent, I'm sure you can too. Yeah, I didn't think that was going to be right. Alright, so that... Claw.
Greetings, Dr. Labotta. I see you're wearing your favorite jacket. If I may say so, your claw is looking especially menacing today. One moment. If you're
Okay, I guess the
Dr.
face just didn't
Labotta,
matter then.
what happened to your... You inmates are getting ever more clever, but you still can't fool old Crispin Whitehead. I'm an orderly, you know. I am not an imposter. Good day.
Of course, we already know that he actually is an imposter. There's some more. Maybe there's more to... Dang it. To do. With Edgar. Really? Yeah, we gotta impersonate the doctor of this place. Rated. Didn't hear a notification. Yeah, that's something I need to do. Adjust the volume levels of what I'm hearing, because I can barely hear my raid sound. I see it before I hear it. And even then I have to really listen. Okay, that's right. Hey, Infernal. How are you? What's funny? The face, probably. Yes, we look just like someone else. This is an incredible costume. I somehow look older without... Thank you. Thank you.
Greetings,
Means a lot.
Dr. Laporta. Good to see your face. I see you're wearing your favourite jacket. If I may say so, your cloak is looking especially menacing today. Up to the secret laboratory, then, is it?
Well, the mustache will come back soon.
Taking her up yourself this time, eh, Doctor? Less work for me.
Inmate Whitehead.
Chief Orderly Bonaparte. You're
Armed. Well, here I am. Up in the tower of an abandoned insane asylum. Wearing a straitjacket, talking to myself. Okay, enough with the disguise. The things I do for Lily's brain. Well, if I'm gonna get to the top of this thing, I'd better start hiking.
Oh, God. Okay. I just love when the perspective changes and you're just about to fall off into a void. Any of you guys got anything neat coming up for the week? We're gonna ignore him. Or... we probably shouldn't have ignored him. Yeah, I always like seeing different ways of making building look abandoned in a game. I've said it before, I'd love to explore some real abandoned buildings. Haven't really got to. I have just a little bit, but nothing like what you see in the YouTube Urbex videos. I'd love to go checking out an asylum myself. I think that'd be pretty cool. What about you guys? Would you go explore an abandoned insane asylum? I think it'd be cool. Proper People, I've seen that one. They've got some interesting stuff, yes. I don't know how to pronounce the guy's name. Shai, I think? Like Shiyey, I think. He's had a couple cool videos. Hey, NorCal. Can't stay, but wanted to say hi. I appreciate that. You're more than welcome to just say hi and duck out if you got stuff you got to do. But I do appreciate you swinging in and let me know that you're thinking of me. Thank you. So, hope you have a good day and hope to see you again soon. Was I down? This is the... Yeah, it just didn't look well enough. Supposedly, of course, I think every state's probably got at least one abandoned asylum. I would love to visit the one here. Make a couple parts at the shop. Might be back later. I'll probably be on for at least 2 hours. Maybe 3. Yeah, I try to do between 2 and 3 hours on Sunday mornings, and then of course Miss Blue will be on later. So I'll see you there, I'm sure, if not here again. Some places as a kid, but not anymore after that. Okay, what kind of places? So the pole I'm going to have trouble getting onto. Yes, it is. Love it. Just a couple of nights ago, I got recommended an emulator and a place to find ROMs. Guess this would be very helpful if I looked up, see if I could actually go anywhere. But if I'd had that before getting this, I might have done that. Because this just doesn't quite seem reliable. Drop down here, maybe? Nope. Same place. This isn't nearly as creepy. Damn it. But maybe some of you guys have played the third Thief game, Deadly Shadows. That place has a great abandoned asylum in it. Shoalbridge Cradle, I think it was called. Great level. House of 2 floors, attic, and small basement. Open walls, because the house was broken all over the place. That sounds kind of cool. Yeah, they don't need to all be abandoned factories and whatever. It'd be kind of neat. Forest already consuming the house. Yeah, nature takes back everything. Turn around and attack him, whatever you do. And that's where I've already been to. The random Girl sound like she's about to start crying is an interesting and creepy touch. Don't get any health from those things. I don't know if any of you guys would be familiar with the name Haley Lujan. She just did a video on a... She said it was a facility where they used to make nuclear warheads. She didn't really explore it. She just kind of did her usual thing, but that sounded like a really neat place to go explore. Reminds me of a guy I knew that fell through some rotted boards into a cesspool. Yuck. I'd hate to be that guy. No. So have you done some urban exploration then, Dirg? That's the kind of story it sounds like. No. Second floor had one room. The floor had already fallen to the basement. Pentagrams and candles, you have noticed those are not uncommon. Based on the videos that I've seen, I didn't... The couple of times I actually got to do a skosh of it myself, I didn't see any of that. No, I just had black mold and phalluses. Damn. Wasn't happy. He was happier than the other guy. The sewage tank almost didn't get back out. No. I bet not. Guy probably still smells. Just random work-related thing. Okay. Work can get you into a couple of neat places. I very briefly considered a career in law enforcement and tested with local big city PD. When I was with the construction company, their old training building was getting converted to something else. I never found out what. So I'd been there, and the place was about halfway demolished inside, halfway gutted. So I went in there and explored around a little bit after I got done with all of my stuff that I was out there for. It was the last one there, so I went walking around. They still had the ropes from the physical agility test hanging from the ceiling in the gymnasium. It had been a school, so I think those ropes were already there, but they were still hanging there, and I kind of remember the curtains over the windows. That was kind of neat. Alright, what the hell am I missing? Ah, damn it. your tetanus shot is current. Yes, that's not a bad idea if you want to be serious about it. I don't want to do a whole lot of it like these guys in the YouTube videos, but I like to do it a little bit. So it's not down here. Okay, is that... I'm not sure if that's the... creepy floating wheelchair. Okay, that's just the elevator. So, jumping on that's not going to get me a whole hell of a lot then, will it? One of the abandoned places I'd love to go visit, because it kind of scratches two of my itches, is the Waverly Hills Sanatorium. It was an old TB hospital in Kentucky. Estimates of people that died there go as high as 63,000, which I think is a little high, and a lot of other people do. But supposedly it's also insanely haunted. So it sounds like it'd be a lot of fun to explore. Okay, so that's the top of the elevator. That's another elevator shaft over there. Let's look at these exterior windows a little closer. So we tried punching that one and nothing happened. Nothing. Supposed to get to the top of this tower, but I don't see any way to climb up. Dummy. This is not the entry area. And the being befuddled by silly things that should be obvious had nothing to do with the mustache, apparently. Go back. Okay. Oh, come on. I'm glad that jumps higher than the regular double jump.
Bobby Zilch.
Oh, I'm low on health. Need to find some more exploding rats. Okay, looked in here. Good. Good health. Resident Evil 2, there's exploding babies. That sounds familiar. I think that's come up before. I don't know which is worse. They both sound a little horrifying. Awesome. You guys ever watch Ghost Adventures? They've gone to some neat and explored some neat abandoned places. Never heard of that show? It's a good one. I mean, it's like any of them. There's skeptics. I'm not convinced on a lot of the stuff that they've shown. There has been a couple of things that I thought was really cool, and I do think they caught something legitimate. And of course, they're always making it look different than it is. Like, they always make everything out to be really dark. And some of these places I've seen in other areas, or other shows, that just weren't that dark. I mean, they're doing it for the TV show. It's fine. I'm not saying there's anything necessarily wrong with it. Okay. But it is something I think a lot of people will look at and say, yeah, that's how I know it's fake. Alright, you know. I don't expect everyone to believe as I do. Where'd that health go? always forget that there's a attack where you jump and then push your punch button. I always think I can jump and punch. Suspect most things caught on camera are crackheads. One of my security sites on patrol was a one of those you store it yourself places. And half the lockers were broke into. It did have a creepy vibe, and there was a lot of like crackheads and homeless in the area. But I made the comment over the, I say two-way radio, but it was a phone app. I made the comment about how strange it was that every time I went back, things seemed to have moved, even in the same night. And someone made the comment, it's like, hey, let's play everyone's favorite game, Haunted or Homeless. God damn it. You're probably right, though. A lot of stuff can be attributed to people with mental conditions or... Yeah, at that place it probably was. Yeah, most things can probably be attributed to people with mental conditions, drugged out people who aren't thinking right. Damn. There was one thing that always made me wonder, and it was probably just that the switch was screwed up, but one of the buildings that I had to go through, the elevator always liked to stop randomly on the 13th floor, which was abandoned. There wasn't anything going on there. But about once a week it would stop on floor 13. I forget what else. There was I think one other thing that made me kind of wonder about the place. A proper horror movie? Nah, it wasn't that scary. It was a neat place, though. Lots of these psi cards around here. Ah, damn it, I walked into the cloud. To channel call the boys. To ghost on a haunted place. places. Yeah, I think I've said before that I try to look at things kind of like a skeptic, and if it seems fishy at all, I pretty much discount it. And even if I can't think of how it could have been faked or just something more explainable that they didn't prove or think of or whatever, there are some of them that I'll go, if that's legit, that is a really cool capture. But it's rare that I point to something to say, yes, that is definitely paranormal. There's not a haunted place. It just assumes most things on camera are fake. Yeah, we're on the same page, Dirk. I'm thinking the same thing. I think we look at it very similarly. Really gonna have a chance to film it. Yep. Yeah, we're looking at it the same. Hey, Lewis, how are you? I'm tired as shit. I'm running on about 2 hours again. I think in the last week I've got maybe 15 or so, 15, 20 hours of sleep total. Kind of reached a tipping point in the last couple of days with it, and I'm feeling it. I'm not real happy. How are you? No, nowhere near high enough. Get a sleep aid from my primary doctor. I've tried 4 or 5 from my doctor. And CD entertainment, and not thinking too much about it if that's real. Yeah, 90% of the time, that's kind of how I end up looking at it too. I mean, they told an interesting story. They didn't catch anything that I want to take too serious, but they made it look cool. Why didn't I do that the first time? I think I was getting hung up on the rebar there, but apparently not anymore. Okay, we saw this work like 3 times. Why isn't it working now? It'd been nice if I could have gotten up on the fucking ledge and not have those respawn directly underneath me. Don't we think? Okay. Nope. Motherfucker. At least I figured out a good way of doing that. Excellent. I saw another brain over here. I don't see how to get to it. But I do now.
Phoebe's brain is one.
Has he been saying different things this whole time and I've been skipping it? Dang it. Hey, Famine, how are you? Yeah, clean shaven and tired. I didn't even see that. Yeah, don't get used to seeing my upper lip unobstructed. So I don't like it. My upper lip is half as wide as my mouth, and I don't like it. Okay. So from here, I mean, this is close to the top. Good. Playing packs. Okay, cool, cool. Is that a... I can't remember what you told me about that game. You put a lot of time into it, right? I mean, it sounds like you are, so... Sandbox and crafting, yes. Times, okay, well... I do appreciate a game that lets you get bang for your buck. Damn. Damn it. first game that I really put time into was the original Ghost Recon, which I also found, really, on this emulator site. I had completely forgotten it had been available on PS2, which is where I started looking. 140 pages of games I've been through already. Getting 1,000 hours? Jeez. That's a lot of time in the game. Is there a... I mean, if it's sandbox and crafting, I suppose maybe there's not a real end to it. So you could theoretically just keep playing it for years. I knew I was going to miss that. And fall way the hell down. Fuck. Not really no ending? Okay. That's cool. Are they always adding more stuff to it? Early access, not finished. Okay. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Oh, that's a nice shortcut. Does a place like this still have patience on site? That's what I would like to know. Doesn't have still baby numbers. I haven't really played MMOs, so I don't know. Even World of Warcraft, that's still a game, huh? There for a while I was hearing an awful lot about it. I don't think I hear as much these days. Okay, and from here... It's the fact that he jumps away a little bit when he comes off of that makes me nervous. You guys seeing what I'm talking about? See, he like pushes off. And I don't like that. Makes me nervous. Haven't played it that much in the past few years. So you think the amount of fans for it are kind of decreasing? Oh, really? God, I hope I'm not too far back. Shit, this... Ah, fuckers. Wasn't just burnt out. That happens, yeah. Even our favorites eventually get to where they kind of stagnate. And I think if you got the amount of time out of it you did, they did pretty well for you, I suppose. Please not get lit up by exploding mice again. Ah! Fuck. And not mistime my buttons. One of the things that kept me so busy with Ghost Recon was the online modding community. Downloaded some cool ones. New weapons, new skins, maps. People made basically whole games. Have you guys played anything that was modded like that? Why don't you just call me? Can't telekinesis anything into bursting into flames here. Skyrim and Fallout. I've heard about some of the ones for that. One of the ones that sticks out in my mind for Skyrim, I forget everything it changed. I don't think it was like a serious mod. I think it was just a bunch of goofy shit. But it turned the dragon in that game. At least I think it was Skyrim. That's a whole family of games. Whole franchise. But it turned the dragon into Macho Man Randy Savage. I thought that was pretty funny. I don't know what mind comes up with ideas like that, but... Yeah, he was like flying around, hollering about Slim Jims, things like that. I'll just overhaul the graphics. Yeah, there's one that for some reason sticks out in my mind that I saw somewhere. For Fallout 4, somebody decided that the roads didn't look right, so it modded the graphic to make them super dark black. And I just remember thinking, dude, you're not thinking about that right. When was the last time you saw a super dark black road? It was when they just redid it, right? The game takes place, 200 years in the future. Those roads aren't still going to look like that. Dark Souls? I don't think I've heard about any for Dark Souls. Oh. Okay. Alright. Got you brought back up in case I need to get out of the game. But, yeah, I still have fond memories of Ghost Recon and its mods. There's a face in the clouds right there. You see that? Here. Right over us. Rasputin's head right there. You guys see that face too, or am I just really good at seeing faces in places? There was 2 expansions to the original Ghost Recon. I happen to have both, of course. Because I was a GR super fan. Desert Siege. I'll pick that up later. And Island Thunder. Got my original copies from like 2002 right here. God, these things are old enough to drink. But yeah, they were awesome. Oh, Psychonaut, you see the face? Yeah. I see faces a lot of the time. Enough to make me nervous. See, Stay Puffed? Oh, that is Stay Puffed. Doesn't have his hat, but that is absolutely the Stay Puffed Marshmallow Man. Big memory and played Ghost Recon 1 expansion through LAN. That's cool. That's something I never got to do much of. I wish I could have played more multiplayer stuff. Stay Puffed, an actual brand? No. Wait a minute. This door is glowing now. It was not glowing a minute ago. And it stops. So I gotta be...
Nope. Doesn't look like it's gonna budge.
Okay, so it's something to do with that door. So it doesn't look like this one opens. Ah. Telekinesis. We had 8 players playing it, 2 teams of 3 and 1 of 2. That sounds cool. I think I mentioned just the other night that I knew a buddy when the original Xbox came out. And Ghost Recon was on it. And down at the bottom in the middle, maybe a couple of you remember, it had that threat indicator that would tell you about where the enemies were. Well, he would use that and just run toward me rather than use any kind of tactics, which I thought sounded more fun. And I got a little irritated with it. Now I want to keep the levitation thing. So I just started using, you know, all riflemen with the M203 grenade launcher. And I would just start lobbing grenades through the glass there. Just in his general direction. And I'd wipe out his whole team and he wouldn't even get a shot off at me. And I thought it was funny. He was getting pissy. Like, this is how you want to play. I just found a better way of doing it. I still would love to find like 3 other people to play Wildlands with, or maybe Breakpoint, because I haven't played it at all yet anyway. Now here they got all the bugs and shit fixed in it. But I think that'd be cool. I just need to find some people that are into first-person shooters that would like to play a long game. Because that one takes a while. Anyone got any other good memories of... Yeah, I suppose it could be a recent one. Multiplayer games, like GoldenEye was awesome. Been really well, a little bit less now since the update, since I can't do any good with Punisher, but Marvel Rivals is cool still, I think. We're going into Wildlands. Division, that's on my list. I want to play Division sometimes. Okay, so you don't grab onto that. Good to know. Wasn't Division... I mean, it's another Tom Clancy title, but wasn't it sort of like a post-apocalypse and you're trying to rebuild society or something like that? One duck up on the alien game by shooting explosives near him. Yeah, he shared a clip of that once that was pretty funny. Pretty much okay. Yeah, it looks cool, but I don't know much about it. Oh god, no, come on. No, you... Yeah, I'm definitely not doing any more games with PC ports from something else for a while. Called him back once so you could... I think that was the clip. He was like, you called me over here just to do that? That was funny. God, those things cost you so much health too, and that knocked me down. Just those two knocked me down like halfway. Yeah, up there. Yeah, the rail grinding on this game is irritating. Get away from me. Like the first one was Manhattan. Setting the second one. I'm not even sure I knew about the second one. It might have flown under my radar. Friends like you, who needs enemy? I love that saying. Climb that one, yes. Only up. Came up briefly in Azrael's channel the other day. This part of this game is starting to remind me of that, because I have fallen down and lost a couple of minutes of progress several times now. Then came a few years later. You know, that detail where it took him a couple of years, I think more often than not, that should happen. You know, game developers should not be Assassin's Creeding everything where every 6 months they need to come out with the next one. I think no matter how great the game is, oh god, no matter how much your fan base loves it, if you just continually throw games at them, they're going to get turned off. They're not going to like it. Because you can't keep doing that. You gotta be kidding me. Oh, and that's so far down. Yeah, just kill me. Take me back to that checkpoint, please.
Man.
You can't maintain the momentum and keep what made your first one special. So you gotta let the series breathe. And it seems like there's a couple of games out there right now that the people making them just aren't understanding that. So they keep putting out the next one, and then the next one, and then the next one. And you're hearing about how they're developing the one after the current one before people have really, you know, had a chance to really enjoy the first one. So yeah, you guys know what I mean. I have no idea what happened just there. But I'm not going to question it. I'm just going to move on. The camera angle changed and I could not see what happened.
To think that every cell in Nil's brain is dedicated to the ladies.
Just like mine. In the 90s and early 2000s, you had to pump out games with PC. Mods, you wait years and your game will still be... I've noticed that. Mod database website. Poke through there sometimes if you're not already. There's mods for some of my favorite games in there from 20 years ago or longer. The first couple of Thief games and Deus Ex, the ones that I continually bring up here. I still need to play Revision. I'd like to play one called Red Sun 2020 again. It was not perfect. Like, it had a lot of little bugs and things in it that I remember. But I tried it at kind of a, I guess you could say, an interesting point in life. So it gave me a little bit of a break from that at the time. And I suppose I got a little bit of an attachment to it. But yeah, Revision, there's some of them that were complete overhauls for both series, both games. Actually finished on release. Yes, that was why I held off. I mentioned Breakpoint, because within a couple of days of it being out, I saw people talking about how many bugs they were finding with it. Like, yeah, I'm gonna hold off. And you hear about that a lot more these days too, which is just, yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. Some of these companies are, just a little too concerned with getting the game out rather than getting the game done. Operation Flashpoint. I forgot about that one. No, I didn't. I remember thinking it looked interesting, but I had my tactical shooter. I had two of them. I had that and Rainbow Six. Some of those early Rainbow Six games. Can I set it on fire? How do I... Oh, I bet that's what I gotta do. Not me! You don't want to grenade yourself. Did you play Operation Flashpoint? Was it good? Okay, so that didn't work. Flashpoint became Arma? Really? I didn't know that. It's kind of interesting. Hey, Serial, how have you been? Haven't seen you in a while. What's new with you, man? Shoveling? Hope nothing that smells or is excessively heavy. Oh, more snow? You live somewhere where they... Because I do remember seeing something about maybe getting more snow. Certain places. Oh, invisibility. I bet that's what I need. Yep.
How can something as small as Vernon's brain hold so many boring scores?
To sim. Point A to point B, yeah. I know what you mean. I would like to try some more of those more realistic simulators, but I don't know who else to... that might maybe be into that. The driveway's very long, so you're getting a good workout at least, right?
Worthless! These brains are worthless, Shigar. Just like the one in your head. poke him, I twist him. What do I have to do to make him fight? Maybe I should try my drill.
I'm not gonna bring you any more brains if you're gonna be so mean to them.
No matter what I do?
No, no matter what.
Not even if I...
Don't!
Not even if I cook you a little...
Doctor, no!
A little turtle soup?
Please, Dr. Lobato, no!
A nice hot turtle soup. Nothing better on a cold night like this than some boiling hot soup.
You leave Mr. Pokey alone!
Oh, okay. You sure?
No! I mean, yes!
All right, all right. Oh, why don't I just go ahead and heat you up a cup? It's made of turtles! Turtles that you love! Isn't that right, Mr. Pokey-Love? Okay. Well, maybe I'll just make some for myself. Bring me a good brain, Shigo, or Mr. Pokey-Love becomes Mr. Smoky-Lope. Smoky-Lope. When you're a dentist, you have to learn to have a sense of humor, you know. It helps to calm the patients down.
Shigor. And I hate how quiet some of these cutscenes are. That's why I wasn't talking over it. Give me a pause so I can catch up. Shovel the snow. Driveway very long. Never Battlefield 1942. The whole Battlefield series I need to look up on. And Serial, I see you're still doing a lot of bowling. That's good because I know you talked about enjoying it. Too realistic. Yeah, games used to be a lot more realistic. Those tactical shooter games. The ones I mentioned. I mean, you could get hit one time and that character is dead or incapacitated or whatever. So, yeah, it's not like Call of Duty and even Ghost Recon adopted a similar thing where you get hit a certain number of times and your vision starts getting messed up and all that, so you have to get covered and heal. Improved over the past few months a lot. Good deal. I can't remember. Are you in a league? Are you like competing bowling, or is this just like more casual? You are in a league, okay. You guys having a pretty good season? A new one, good deal. Glad you're enjoying yourself, man. Let's see, Sasha and Mila's brain. That's probably a shield that he's in. Too expensive not to be in a league where your bowling is discounted. Okay, so you got a couple of motivating factors behind it. Well, I definitely understand trying to save money. I need to start saving money again. Much as I hate that. Okay. It's also the only sport you're good at. What other sports have you tried? There's a brain. I managed to miss that card somehow.
I tell you, you were right. The old legends were true.
I never got into sports myself. Even shooting sports. I'd kind of like to, but I can't afford it. Baseball, basketball, soccer. Okay. So you tried a few different things. That's cool.
I warned you not to come up here! They know you're coming! They're gonna take your brain!
Tried everything the school offered.
Listen, the man you're working for is Sasha's a deranged lunatic.
I know. I hate him. But if I don't do what he says, he'll...
Cook your little turtle from the inside out. Shigor, hostage situations like this are always extremely delicate. I'll have to extract Mr. Pokelope from his prison using my psychic powers. After which, this Lobato character should be fairly trivial to neutralize.
Yes, because once we get Mr. Pokelope back, he'll tell us what to do. He always tells me what to do.
Yes.
Yeah, never negotiate with terrorists. I don't.
Sasha, Mia.
What was I about to say?
Raz, you came.
Oh,
Of course I did. We gotta get you out of here.
when I was in high school, everyone was like, "Hey, you're kind of tall. You should play basketball." I was like, "I'm tall, but I don't care to. I don't know the game that well. Not that athletic."
I know. I
A
saw
little
their
more to it
brains
than that.
downstairs. Listen, first things first. I was thinking about what you said about us making out.
Yeah? Oh, man. I'm so glad he showed
You
up.
don't know how to
I was just
throw a
starting to
punch
feel
right. You can be
excited
real
this
muscular. It
morning.
doesn't mean you're going to be good at
Wait,
boxing.
he didn't just hear. Ah! Get away from me. Stop reading my mind. Go rebrain Sasha and Mia so they can help us break this lock.
Weird grinding right there. One of the bugs in this game I've noticed. You just randomly rail grind on flat surfaces. You're skinny, so any sport where someone can run into you, get shoved out of the... Yeah, it's tough to play contact sports if you're smaller statured. Where's the turtle? I gotta re-equip that.
Mr. Pokelope, if you could move just under that hole there, then I could lift you straight out. Could you do that for me? Huh?
So I have to figure out how to make a turtle move 6 inches to the left. What animal do you think is easier to train, a turtle or a cat? You think the cat? Yeah. Cats are domesticated, at least. You said leaves. What leaves are you talking about? Anything? Oh, that's one of those tanks. Yeah, I very briefly had a couple, I think a couple for a while, box turtles that I found out in the world. And that was what I fed them, was lettuce.
Aha! What's this? Why, it's a nice little precious.
Not what I was going for, but okay.
Brain.
Yeah, I gotta look around the room and try to find,
Gobbledygook.
just see what's here. I haven't looked around this room yet.
That brain into something more comfortable. Shigor! That package General Oleander mentioned has arrived. Please take it up to the holding area and keep it fresh until I'm ready to stick in my thumb and pull out a plum.
I tried to warn you. Please don't make him any more angry than he is.
I picked up birthday cake. Do turtles eat birthday cake? notice your lemon. Okay, so we traded our cake for a turtle. Where the hell's that doorway? And we have freed the turtle. Yeah, is it pretty unique? I always like when they put effort into their soundtrack.
That's right, baby. Daddy's here. Everything's gonna be all right. Now, here's what we're gonna do.
Okay, I didn't expect that.
Dr. Lobato, I have a new brain for you. It's a really good one.
Like they used
That's what you always say, she.
similar
No,
similar music, like Hell March and all the Red Alert games.
No, just leave it there.
Nothing wrong with that if you keep it fresh, I suppose.
It's experiment.
Rather than use the exact same identical one over and over.
Don't worry, baby. Just make sure I get put in that old tank, and Daddy will take care of business.
I can't watch.
Okay, that brain is the size of the whole turtle. There's no way that's that turtle's brain. It's in its shell. The shell was the entire brain.
Excellent. There it is. Good work, Shigor. Now all we have to do is get it in the brain tank somehow.
Careful there now. It's time to make the soup.
Mr. Pokilo, please, my king. La, la, la,
Well, how's your week looking, Serial? Have you got anything going on this week? Or has the snow got your area shut down?
Someone's got chocolate bread. Someone does.
Those two have a very strange dynamic.
Cranialization of an adult brain without surgery.
League and school. Oh yeah, you are pretty young, aren't you?
How did you know how to do it?
Well, I've studied a little. But Shigor here knows more about handling brains than anyone I've ever met.
Really? You know, I've been thinking about getting a lab assistant.
Shigor, darling, do you know where all of the other children's brains are?
Well, if you can lead us to them, we can bring them back to their owners immediately.
Ahem.
Immediately after we break young Miss Zanado here out of her restraints.
Okay, we're supposed to help.
Raz, darling, why aren't you helping?
I tried. I don't think we've seen that yet.
Cowlick, Coach Oleander's gonna burn.
At least he never got inside your brain. It's going to take me weeks to get my rhythm back.
Rasputin, you have surprised us yet again. I cannot thank you enough for what you've done.
Hey, all in a day's work for a psychonaut.
Well, Psy Cadet, you mean.
Hey, the psychonauts should be so lucky to get someone like Raz. The brain he's got in there is...
Is 1 in a million. Thanks to all of you for bringing it straight to my door.
Oleander.
You! You took all my friends' brains. You turned an innocent fish into a giant monster. You stole all the teachers, derailing my education, and you kidnapped my girlfriend.
Rasputin, this fight is too big for you.
Back home, I had to clean up after the elephants, so trust me, I know how to take care of this ugly little pile of...
Starting to sound suspiciously like the end of the game. Which I didn't expect quite so soon. Suppose I should have. At least as a possibility.
Well, it's official. The genius is back. Time to go get ready for my Garrity show. Uh-oh, this looks bad. Ah, well, that's good. Someone must have turned off the gas long ago.
Oh,
Remember
here's
Dredge.
what poor flowers need. A little water.
Oh no, I spilled all my turpentine and acetone.
That was funny, though. 5 minutes into the game, it was over.
Long time no see. Oh, Mr. Orderly. I did not see you there. I was just taking a little therapeutic walk in the moonlight.
Relax, the asylum's closed. We can all go home.
Leave? Here?
Yeah, this place is for crazy people. And I don't know about you, but I ain't crazy no more.
I have to tell you, I'm feeling pretty good.
You know, maybe it is time for us all to move on.
What do you think, Boyd? You ready to blow this popsicle stand?
The milkman has completed his route. You guys want to split a cab?
And the crib wasn't
Just as
even
well,
at
this
home.
place was
I mean, what do I have to do
it's an
to get
accident
my
waiting to
girl
happen.
Seriously.
When are you going to shut up and kiss me?
I can hear that.
I know.
Yuck. Right?
Surrender. Never!
The psychonauts have a word for people who turn on their own.
Ha! I don't need the psychonauts anymore. I'm making my own army. Got a word for that?
Yeah. Gesundheit.
Huh?
Wow.
Wow. Hey, that was my fight. I was ready for that one.
Always in such a rush, Rasputin. It takes years before you're ready for combat of that magnitude.
Well, you'd be surprised, Nine. This one's been acing all my extra credit exams.
I beat the coach once already, and I can do it again.
Darling, that was just a remote projection of the coach. He wasn't as strong as he would be if he were to appear in the real world.
TV?
Where's his brain?
Oh, probably stuck in one of his plans to take over the world somewhere.
Yeah, he put it in the tank.
Hey, how's the weather down there?
Yeah, I didn't think we'd not have a boss battle.
Last, eh, Rasputin?
Glad you're finally picking on someone your own size.
Yes, I've been dying for a chance to pick your brain.
Two can play that game.
Yeah, but only one can win.
Can't get a good grip.
Sucker blaster. Alright. Oh, come on. See, and I bet it doesn't run out of blocks, does it? It does not. So, what have I got? Okay, so that hurts me. That definitely hurts me. And it doesn't let me look around very well. Doesn't let me lock on to the tank. That. Wait a minute. Can I pick up the smaller blocks? Nope. Okay. Come on. Later ones still share the same. Yeah, there's a technical term that I can't remember for what would make us what makes songs sound the same. Different scales and things. New rearrangement. Okay, so I can use this. Create a hole. Damn it. Does not give you a lot of time for this. That didn't work. At least I know I can destroy the blocks. Open something up. Damn it. Come on. Hit that. Get some more speed with... Alright. Let's let them come to me. That's all of those.
Can't get a good grip.
So, what next? Maybe I can get a grenade lobbed in there. See, he smacks me away if I get close. Alright. Didn't I have like 9 lives at one point? What happened to all of them?
Can't get a good grip.
Really? Get that health. Get the health. Thank you. Nine lives would be Katzner? Probably not. Just being honest.
Huh?
Agent Cruller, do you have any advice on the current situation?
Forget about this.
You have to TK rubble against rubble. Break a hole big enough in the first ring so you can get in and set fire to the inner ring. Then TK a hunk of masonry right on that idiot's brain.
Okay, set fire to it.
Nothing more to report at this time.
Crawler out.
Is it just me, or am I throwing chunks of concrete against something, watching them break with no effect, and thinking it's like too tough to set on fire? Need that, I suppose. Damn. Okay. All right. Let's... Come on. Tell me that didn't work. And that can't be it, right? Like, we're not buying that. Sneezed his brain out.
Oh, this is just great. Now what am I going to do? Have to think. Like I got a choice.
Don't you just hate it when your brain falls out and you're just laying there? Yeah, both brains are in there now. So, more boss fighting.
Hi, my name's Marcel Oleander, but you can call me Maury or Ole.
I'm not 100% sure, honestly. Maybe.
In my mind.
How do you
I know it exists. I haven't looked into how to do it, though.
supposed to know about it? You didn't tell my dad about it, did you?
I mean, you can try. I can look at it. I don't remember setting anything.
Oh, come on, little bunny. We'll be safe in here.
I appreciate you trying to help me find clips, though. Thank you. Doesn't look like it. Okay. Yeah, I know that, and that works for viewers too. I thought it was just something Yeah, and there's a mute. Ah, well, somebody just went live. All right, so we'll go about another 5 minutes, and yeah, that was the alert I just got, Infernal. So we'll go about another 5 minutes, and see if by chance I can win in 5 minutes. Probably won't. And then we'll all reconvene over there.
Got it. Got it.
I know. Mew bot. Thank you, though. Not sure if it's just for you and mods or if anyone can. I have no idea. And it kind of feels like it breaks the flow if I go, oh, hey, stop, and,
The circus
you know,
I remember from my childhood was definitely not made
message
of
you
meat.
about. Yeah, I might try to ask. I mean, you don't have to.
No, little
You don't have to send a special message for me, but yeah, I'll try to remember to ask him about that, because I got to ask him about resetting the audio levels for me that I'm hearing as well. Wait, do I even need to be getting these still? Journey is 20-minute entry. Yeah, I don't want to hurry over there. So, but we will be heading over there, though. Much wiser. You still hoard your goods like a miser. Use the cards of brains just to redeem them is all that remains. That's because that's just the way we do it.
Just hold still. I could catch him and hide him from my dad. He runs a butcher shop. He wants to make food out of them.
Oh, that's right. Maury's old man was a butcher. It looks like your childhood memories of the circus got all mixed up with his childhood memories of his dad's butcher shop.
My memories were bad enough. This is just gross. Uh-oh.
You'd better keep that kid out of trouble. With your brains all scrambled like this, what happens to him happens to you.
Ah! Help! Hey, that hurts!
Health, get over here.
Bun, bun, bun!
Okay, so I'm betting these things spawn endlessly. I need to find a way. Oh, for the love of Mike. Get down there. Alright, let's see if we can expedite this process a little.
Huh?
Agent Cruller, do you have any advice on the current situation?
Use your TK to grab those bunnies, or try confusing them.
Grab the bunnies or confuse them. Because you can get clips later. Yeah, if they can use it, that would be helpful, because you know, then they're not breaking away from stream either. So yeah, I see why it'd be a good idea. I don't know. When I first found out about them, I thought it was just for the broadcaster.
Nothing more to report at this time.
Crawler out.
And I was saying just last night that I'm not real sure about, you know, what to clip. Yeah. I've already got TK equipped.
Bunny, bunny, bunny.
So now what do I do with it?
Please, Mr. Bun. Come here, little bunny.
Okay, so those are gonna endlessly spawn.
Or else Daddy's gonna kill you.
Where do I go from here then? Good reaction. Damn it. Get up there.
My face.
Can't get a good grip.
Ow.
What the hell do I do with this thing then? Oh.
Hey, that hurts. My face.
Okay, how do I get you out of my way? Okay.
Hey, that hurts. My face.
What was that trapeze? Grab a hold of the thing. Come on. So how do I get past that then? Snowblow, keep it app open. Okay, yeah, I mean, I'm probably not gonna be too much longer before I head over there anyway. Because I have a feeling this is gonna take me a little bit. Oh, are you kidding me? Thanks for stopping in, by the way, Infernal. Sorry, I'm trying to think here at the same time. Oh my god, okay. Alright, if this kid dies, then I'm calling it. Okay, so how do I get... Okay, so I can't throw him?
Huh?
Agent Cruller, do you have any advice on the current situation?
Use your TK to grab those bunnies, or try confusing them.
Yeah, I already know about the bunnies. You told me that.
Need your analysis on a hostile.
What kind?
Hellish bunnies spewed forth from meat grinders? Ring a bell?
At this point, I just say beat the heck out of them. Something like that shouldn't even exist.
You've been very helpful.
No,
That's
you
all I
haven't.
need.
He hasn't been helpful. So I need to get over there, but he's in my way. Man, I'm so close to the end, I don't want to not finish it. Motherfucker. Okay, well, kid died. So, okay. Well, I'm going to call it there then. And we're going to head on over to Blues. I think you guys are probably all over there already anyhow. So... well, let's see. Yeah. Well, have I got any new people that aren't familiar where we're going? Lewis, yeah, I know you're still here, but I figure you're probably in 2 tabs. But yeah, I think everyone that's here knows where I'm going. And is already over there, or we're going to head there too. So I don't think we'll raid today. Still here. I'm about to leave. Yeah, I'll say something. Oh, can't 2 tab. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna just end and head over there. Maybe wait till I got some new people with me. I don't think I got anyone new with me, and I don't want to raid every time. That wasn't really the point, but so I'm gonna call it there and get me out of this game. But I do appreciate you guys coming and hanging out. Means a lot that you guys are supporting me. I really do appreciate it. So hope you guys have a really good day, and I'm sure we'll have a good time over at Blues too. So thank you all. Thank you to the lurkers as well. And I'll see you here in a bit. Hey, Mad Mardigan, you missed not a whole lot, honestly. A little bit of a boss battle, but yeah, it'll be all right though. Yeah, we're just calling it, shutting it down, and we're gonna head over to Blues. So thank you again for supporting me, and I'll see you somewhere along the way.